It is the Flow Friday Sports Show, and we're getting pumped up here on Flow FM for the Millewa footy action that is coming our way tomorrow. But we're also here to talk about what went on last week, and returning on the show this week is our correspondent out of Millewa, Lewis Roberts. Lewis, lovely to have you with us again. How are you doing?
Yeah, very well, thanks, Alex. Yeah, it's been a busy week on the track and everything like that. But it's all guns blazing this week, that's for sure. Happy to be back.
Good, we're happy to have you back. How are things within the four walls of Meringur at the moment?
Yeah, we're going okay. Obviously, a bit of a deflation from the weekend just gone. Only managing 4 points against Cardross, but the boys are still keeping their morale high, and people are still coming to train and all that sort of thing. So they're heading in the right direction. It's just going to be a big process for us, that's all.
I've got to ask, Lewis, I mean, I haven't, and I mean this respectfully, but I haven't sort of watched enough football in my days to sort of know how this can kind of happen. I mean, not that this isn't something that happens a lot in country and community leagues, but obviously a big thrashing. To register, just the 4 points, not even being able to kick one goal. I mean, how do we get such a mismatch against Cardross?
Their fitness is phenomenal. It really showed in the halfway through the third quarter and in the last quarter. They just kept running and running and running. So that doesn't help at all. The other one is just our ball usage isn't as clean as what it should be, what it could be. So, it was one of those days that no matter how much you fought or scrounged around, you just couldn't get the ball forward enough for our forwards to have shots on goals. But, credit where credit due is Cardross just kept going and going and going. And, she was a tough old day down at Cardross, that's for sure. But, it's just one of those gross things that the Meringur club has been going through for a few years, just trying to get numbers down. And, that's the hardest part sort of thing. So, anyway, we move on and we'll work on a couple of things for tomorrow afternoon and we'll see what happens from there.
Yeah, you'll dust yourselves off. You weren't the only side to cop an absolute slacking, though, because the same happened to Werribee against Nanji, 114-35. The away side, very easy day for them in last weekend's games as well.
Yeah. Well, Kurt Freya's popped up with a lazy 8, and he is a big monster of a man, so for him to kick 8, he's obviously been getting the ball from the midfield in the likes of Luke Weaver and Scotty Golding. And just getting plenty of the ball. I actually thought that one would have been a closer contest than what it was. When I read the scores, I thought, Nangelock must have been on their A game. They've been a bit hit and miss this year, but I don't know, maybe they upped the ante on training through the week and, really got their game plan down and obviously got the ball forward for him, and Big Kurt Freya kicked a few, and a couple of other fellas popped their head up and kicked a couple as well, so which is good to see.
Bamble too good for the Hawks, but it was a decent enough game. 10 goals to 6 in the end, 10 goals 17 to 6 goals 4. Bamble, a decent win for them as well, Lewis.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, Golgol had a couple of fellas back in from their side against Cardross, Nangelock the week before. But it was a bit of an arm wrestle. I've heard that it wasn't as easy as Bamble thought they were going to have it. We've got to see what the Golgols got this week. But Bamble, they shared the goal kicking around. Actually, there was only a couple multiple goal scorers, which is obviously good. The midfield are coming in and scoring 1 or 2, which is signs of a really good dominant side, I feel.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, let's take a look at what it means for the ladder. We got Cardross on top, Bamble second, Golgol third, Nanji fourth, Werribee fifth, and your mob Meringur in sixth position. 3 games in only, though. Do you expect much of a change around, maybe as far as that middle section goes of the ladder in the next few weeks at all?
Possibly, if Werribee can snag an upset in the next couple of weeks, they might go above Nangelock. That would be my only tip. See, I feel that Werribee could beat Golgol. if they all turn up and play their best style of football. So it'll be interesting to see what happens from now and for a few weeks from say third down to fifth. I reckon any one of those three teams could chop and change a little bit. So it's going to be interesting times, that's for sure.
Yeah, it is, and we'll take a look at what those times might be like over the next day or so. Looking at tomorrow's spread of games, Lewis, we'll start with your team up against Goal. A chance for both sides to bounce back?
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a couple of blokes out, but we're changing up a bit in our midfield structure. So we're going to go with a bit of a heavier body, a bit taller, just to try and throw a bit of weight around. So, look, I reckon if we can stop Goal in that middle section there, we can get some early goals on the board. Anything could happen for sure. So, but I see Connor Darby's back in and Gareth Collison. They both like to jump up and kick a few goals for Goal. So our backmen will definitely have a big job to do. That's for sure. But I think we're going to give it a red hot crack and. After last week, I think there's a few blokes out there ready for a bit of redemption for sure.
I think it's a good strategy. I think it's one way to try and reinvent the wheel and hope some fortune comes your way. We'll take a look at another game, and that's Bamble against Werribee. How do you see this one going?
A couple of old Lake Lorraine foes out there, that's for sure. I think Bamble are going to be too strong. The likes of Mark Thompson and Joel Perry in the middle for Werribee will do well for the first couple of quarters, but Bamble have just got that much depth that they can keep running through the middle. And interchange that. I reckon they're going to get some legs in the second half and probably come home with a pretty wet sail. So, I'm tipping Bamble to get up over that one.
Nanji Cardross will be a good game to watch too, I reckon, Lewis.
Absolutely, mate. Yeah, the way that Nanji stood up last week, if they can keep their midfield pushing forward and running in waves like they do, I reckon they'll take it to Cardross. Cardross are a little bit undersized, so they're just a little bit shorter and maybe a little bit thinner. Whereas Nanjalock have got a few bigger bodies in the like of Kurt Freer, Jared Robertson and Josh Berry down back there. So, to be honest, I reckon it's going to be a hard tussle and it'll come down to who wants the ball more, really, at the end of the day. But I almost think Nanjalock can get over the top of Cardross on that one.
All right, well, Lewis Roberts, our correspondent from Millewa Footy, really good to get you on the line again this week. Good luck on the weekend. Enjoy the footy. We'll speak to you next week.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks heaps for having me, Alice. And we're looking forward to talking to you again next week with all the scores.